Hello, we're here with Miki Vale. Miki, thank you so much for coming to the Zero, responding to the invitation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Going back and forth with pandemic times,
Yeah.
enjoying like a little walk, a little stroll, maybe a beer somewhere, and then, okay, I have to go to the supermarket, get my beers, enjoy them,
Yeah.
in my room.
Yeah. For me,
But
it's wine.
yeah, it's
Pretty much a constant flow of wine.
constant flow, I think, is it. Yes, exactly. That's how we've been going because otherwise, how do you keep your sanity?
Yeah.
Sanity. It's like, yeah, it's insane now. Um, Miki, I met you through the old globe. That's how I learned about your craft. I'm a fan. Um, I like talking to creative people that bring so much to the table, and that's why I'm so happy to have you here as our second guest in the podcast. How would you describe yourself, your craft? Like, who is Miki Vale?
I would describe myself as an artist who has a lot to say and fortunately has a lot of different outlets to say it. So I try to take advantage of all of them.
Hmm.
And yeah, and I'm just a person who loves to create. I'm a creator.
Yeah, you do everything. You do a little bit of everything. You do music, you do writing, you're in a playwriting stage. I met you as a DJ then slash playwright.
Yeah.
And I had the fortune to be in the reading of your first play, The X Games, which that I am a huge fan. It's like the best thing ever. And that is now a full on project, right? It's going to live on.
Yeah. Well, not the X Games. The X
Hmm.
Games is a 10-minute play, and
Hmm.
that's just what it's gonna be for now.
Yeah.
But I did, as a result of the workshop that I was in, where the X Games was created, I got a commission from the Old Globe to create a full length play, and many times they ask that you extend the 10-minute play to a longer full length play, but in this case, they felt like the X Games was good as a 10-minute play and wanted to see what else I could develop. So that's what I'm working on, trying to figure out what else I can develop.
For people that did not get the opportunity, can you tell us a little bit the gist about the X Games?
The X Games is a play about it's about three women who are in a group counseling session, and it's basically a grief counseling for breakups. And each each character has a very different approach to how they deal with their grief. One of them is very one of them feels very guilty for whatever went down in her previous relationship. One of them is very angry and petty, and and the other one is just sad and wants the ex back. So each character is is basically a piece of what I went through and with my own breakup. If we had a limit on the amount of characters we could use, but I could have used 20 because
Mhm.
I went through so many different emotions through my own breakup, but I chose those three to kind of to highlight the feelings that I dealt with the breakup that I went through.
Got it.
Yeah.
And it's very funny also.
Thank
I
you.
mean, not
It's
to,
fun to write.
it's not about, I don't want to like mock anybody's feelings towards a breakup. Hard thing. We've gone through it, but it's so funny, and then it has a twist that obviously we will not reveal. And
Yeah. It
hopefully
was
we will see that. Yeah.
it was meant to be funny. You can mock it because it was me mocking myself basically
So
because it was I was a little bit removed from the situation by the time I finished writing it. I first started it in the first Community Voices Advanced workshop in the summer of 2017,
Hmm.
which Community Voices is the Old Globes program that helps develop new playwrights work. And so I started it then, and I didn't finish it because I had other things going on. So when I started it, the breakup was fresh, and I was just so sad and heartbroken, and I was going to counseling.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then,
that's a good thing to do.
yeah, and then I came back the following year, and I finished it then, and then I was more removed from, from the situation. I had had a year to heal, and I look back at myself, and I was able to laugh at some of the ridiculous things I had done during that time. So that's why it came out as a comedy, because I was kind of laughing at myself.
Well, that's a good outcome. Totally. Right. And
Yeah.
what tell us whatever you can tell us about what you're working on now, because it's not just the Old Globe in San Diego, it's also La Jolla Playhouse in San Diego as well, right?
Yeah, well, I did get commissioned by La Jolla Playhouse and Blind Spot Collective to
Hmm.
do a short radio play for the Digital Wow Festival that the La Jolla Playhouse puts on each year.
Hmm.
So that there was that, and then but that was separate from the Old Globe Commission.
Got it.
Yeah,
And what are you doing for the Globe now?
I'm doing a play. I think I'm doing a play called The Waterbed, and it focuses on um, life around a waterbed that's been passed between people. I, that's what I'm writing right now. But I always have question marks of why am I writing this? What am I doing? But that's what it is right now. In this moment, it's the waterbed.
We still have water beds in the world? We do, apparently.
There are a few, but I actually had one um, until maybe about 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah, what a
And everybody
concept.
would laugh at it. Yeah, everyone would laugh. And it was huge. It was a California King, and it was the biggest thing. It took up my whole bedroom. And I loved it. And people would just, they thought it was so ridiculous that I had this waterbed. So, yeah.
Oh my
Why not?
God, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm a fan, so I think I'm gonna laugh at this one with this one too, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at your bio here, and you're also a musician, but I love these the wording that you use for some parts of your bio. Can you help me pronounce correctly? Is it
Oh, human, human,
human?
uh-huh.
How do you,
Human.
can you tell us a little bit more about that? Miki Vale, the human.
Human. I'm human. I just spelled it HUE because there's hues. There's different hues in me. I've got hues in my personality. There's hues, the color, brown skin hue, a hue of brown, and yeah, so hues.
I love it. And the artivist. I love that one. You're an artivist.
I'm an artivist. Um, I'm an activist at heart, and I use art as the medium to activate.
I love it. And constantly constantly in movement, which is awesome. And you have an EP, The Good, the Bad, and the Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
How did that came about? When did that come out? How's it doing? Um,
That came out, I dropped that on Valentine's Day in 2013.
mhm.
And it came about because just life experiences dealing with the ups and downs of relationships. And so it's the good. There's good things. It's a story. It starts off with the song about meeting somebody, and then the next song is kind of getting into the whole love of it and the relationship and just love, 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 love. And then the next song, things kind of go south a little bit, and questions start coming up, and suspicions, and then things end.
Mhm.
But it happens, and so it's the good, the bad, and the lovely. It's good, bad, and it's all lovely that it happened.
That's cool. How do you write everything for your songs?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. How do you how many songs do you think you have? Like
Oh wow.
total?
Man, I that's a great question. I don't know. I have a lot. Maybe wow. Some are not done. I have a lot that are not done. Um, maybe a couple hundred.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that m- most of them are just sitting on a hard drive
Hmm.
because yeah,
No, get
but
them out. Get them out.
I know, yeah, I should.
How do you describe how does that work? Because it's an independent artist, right? How do you
Hmm.
get your stuff out there, or how does that work in these times?
That's a good question. I think that's part of what has um, kept me keeping a lot of music on hard drives is that it's ever changing. The industry changes all the time. I think now I'm in this group called Lady Brain. It's a group of musicians, mostly from San Diego,
Mm-hmm.
um, women musicians, and we meet monthly and we talk about different things just to help each other out, different aspects of the music industry. And we're always trying to figure out collectively. There's about 20 of us in the group, and we're always trying to figure out what is the best way to release music in 2020 because it is very independent now, and getting streaming is good. There's not really much money generated from that unless you're getting millions and millions and millions of streams,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then just from a website, just really having your own lane and developing relationships with fans and supporters is probably the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or what people call super fans, the people who are just down for your music no matter what, because there's so much for people to choose from.
So much, yeah.
Yeah, so you really have to find your way in just in the atmosphere. It's like a bunch of stars, and I'm one little star amongst all these bazillion stars, and you want people to see that one star amongst all those stars. How do you shine?
Yeah.
And you just have to keep trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get discouraged sometimes?
I do not because I don't put all my eggs in that basket. I really just enjoy creating.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's part of why I haven't released a lot of the music that I've created because I just really like the act of creating and I like collaborating with people. And a lot of times it when I'm done, it kind of feels like it was just for me. It was something I wanted to do in that moment, and then I did it, and now it's done. And now, yeah, so I don't. um, there was a time when I did get discouraged just because I would perform live so much, and I feel like I'm a good performer,
Mm-hmm.
and um, and then especially locally people didn't want to pay they didn't want to pay performers, and I felt like I've paid dues,
Yeah.
I've done this for years and I know what I'm doing. The whole pay to play thing started where basically artists have to pay to be allowed to be on a stage, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
not
it
trying to
doesn't
do
make
that.
sense. No, it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense at all.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was frustrating. But then I started just finding other opportunities came to me where I got to you go where the love flows. Just I got to go and realize that I got booked in India for 10 days, and they paid for everything
Mm-hmm.
and took care of everything. So, and then I got booked in France and it was like, okay, maybe here at home I can't I can't even get gas money,
Yeah.
but other places there's people out there who are interested in what I do and are willing to put forth you know, put forth the effort in me because they believe in me. So keep my eyes open for those things.
That's awesome. Yeah. You went to Egypt too?
Yeah, I went to Egypt.
That is so
Yeah.
cool. Uh-huh. And I saw you on because you have a following. You have a following. I saw on social media that you did a rap. You were recording. Were you recording?
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yesterday. Yeah. No, I'm so excited about that.
I know. What's up with
Yeah.
that?
That is. So I was recording with. Do you know who Jason Mraz is? The artist
Yes,
Jason Mraz.
I
So
do. San
there's an.
Diegan.
Yeah, yeah. So there's an artist, Jason Mraz, Veronica May. She's a singer
Hmm.
here who was based here in San Diego. She's not here anymore though. But and Rebecca Jade, she's
Hmm.
another singer. She just won Artist of the Year or earned Artist of the Year for the San Diego Music Awards for 2020.
Nice.
And it's a collaboration with them. Really, I'm really excited about the song. It's a beautiful song. It's called Bad Wolves, and it's about the current racial climate in
Nice.
our country.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's what that was for. And we shot the
Oh.
video this weekend,
Oh.
and yeah,
When
so
can we expect that? That's so exciting.
in August.
Oh, cool. We're gonna keep an eye out. We're gonna put it in the episode description so people look out for that. That's so awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
So you still are all over the place. See? Eggs in different baskets, as you
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Totally. That's awesome. So here we in the as I was telling you, I joke with this saying off air, right? You're like, okay, when you're not recording the episode, right? Um, we were talking about the title of the podcast and how it's from another zero. And I was joking with in the first episode with Dan and Ben, my guests, that I was like, this is a thing. It hasn't become a thing yet. I want it to be a thing, but people don't get it at first glance. Um, but I always ask my guests what their other zero is. What's your other zero, which is, another a restart, a reset, starting over, but with your essence and your touch and your experience. What will you consider that to be?
um, so I am starting a theater company.
Oh, you heard it here first.
um, so I used to throw events for a really long time. In 2007, I started doing an event production company called Soul Kiss,
Mhm.
and it was for queer women of color. It was just events for us because I would be in Hillcrest, and there wasn't a whole lot of color there, and that was simply because there was nothing to make us want to be there.
Yeah.
It wasn't. They didn't cater to what we'd want to hear, and so I just started throwing events because I felt like this is the type of thing I would want to go to,
Mhm.
and it turned out that a lot of other people wanted to go to those type of things too. So it really grew. It grew very quickly, and um, my business partner Naomi and I did that for 9 years. We threw a lot of events. And then in 2015, we stopped because we were tired and we
Mhm.
just weren't really into the whole nightlife thing anymore. And we both wanted to just do different things. She went on to teach elementary school, and I went on to pursue my personal art
Mhm.
more. And so that ended. And ever since then, I see people out and they'll say, "When are you bringing Soul Kiss back? When are you bringing Soul Kiss back?" And I just have no interest whatsoever in throwing another party. I just don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did that, and
Mhm.
I don't have it in me anymore. But since I've been really working deeply in theater the last couple of years, and learning so much, and I've had all these wonderful opportunities to grow as a playwright and a teaching artist. I thought I want to share those opportunities with other people. Because if it wasn't for the Oak Globes Community Voices program, I wouldn't have written a play ever.
Yeah.
And it never even entered my mind before doing that program to even write a play. It was nothing. I'd go to theater a lot, but I never thought, ooh, I want to write one of these, or even do music for one of these, or anything. I never thought of being involved in theater at all. So I think it's been a great path for me, and it's another zero for me, because I had no experience whatsoever, and I kind of got thrust into this whole world that I really, really enjoy. So I want to offer that opportunity for other people, and also I think it's important for women of color, especially queer women of color, to share our stories and feel comfortable, be in spaces where we feel comfortable sharing, without judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting Soul Kiss Theater,
Ooh.
which is, but it's more than theater, because
Mm-hmm.
there's all types of arts, but it's based in theater. So
Mm-hmm.
there, I want to have readings and open mics and things like that, but mostly theater, and teach have workshops, playwriting workshops. So I have a
Wow.
group of friends who have been interested over the years after seeing me write plays in different places. They live in different parts of the country, and so I have a group who's ready to go to start doing workshops, and we can do them online via
Mm-hmm.
Zoom.
Yeah.
So yeah, and now I've spoken to wonderful people in arts engagement about my idea, and they're willing to back it and also be involved, and it's going to be a part of arts engagement programming.
Oh, nice. With the
Yeah,
Old Globe.
yeah, with the Oak Globe.
Oh, that's nice. Well,
Yeah,
congratulations.
thank you.
That's huge. That's really big.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
And for the people that are listening to us that aren't from San Diego or are not familiar with San Diego, Hillcrest is an area of San Diego where how would the say the gay population goes to
Mm-hmm.
Hillcrest, and it is it's a very lively area, but it is very white.
Yeah,
Still,
very.
it's very white.
Mm-hmm.
So I would totally understand why people still go to you and your partner Naomi and say another party.
Yeah, yeah.
Not for the sakes of the party necessarily, but because of that audience, right? Those people that are underserved,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And they
That's
still, they hang out in Hillcrest, and then they'll say there's nothing for us here, but this
yeah,
is all there is.
yeah. Yeah. And you would say, I don't know, this is my impression. Uh, like, the work that we've been doing and learning, never assume, but I kind of lack and, fall on that sometimes. But as my, you know, uh, hetero cis woman perception, it is mostly for gay men, I would say. It's not
Hmm.
even,
Yeah. Hmm.
um, for gay women or
Gay
lesbians
white men.
or yeah,
Yeah.
gay white men, exactly. And yeah, that should expand. It reminds me a little bit of I'm obsessed right now with Pose. I came late to the party, very late, and they talk about that with a certain bar in New York, right? That it's very for like white gay men, and there's a character there that's like, but why though? I just want to have like my drink in peace,
Yeah.
sitting in this bar in this booth. Like why? So yeah, it's I think simple things that get really complicated by stupid things. That's what I think. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're creating these efforts to move that forward because that's what we need. And I think that that's why I created this podcast too, to showcase these things, to provide a link, to have the register, to share it and to multiply it and to amplify the voice, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Because if we don't do it, who's gonna do it?
right?
If we don't do
You
it
know,
ourselves.
I mean, just what it is. We're in a pandemic. The time is now.
Yeah.
California's not doing that well. We're flunking this subject. So yeah, so we got to do what we got to do. Yeah, I think that your other zeros also is like the eggs that we've been discussing in the episode are also like your other zeros, like the music and this different journey with playwriting now to become like a company or an effort or a new program. Like that's awesome, and those are big fat zeros, and I hope that those become part of some green zeros that are very important, right? To keep things going,
That
especially
part.
especially in the lives of artists. Like it's really important. And also we have because from another zero is the branch. This podcast is the branch of a blog. This was born as a blog. It's been a blog for a long time. And what we're doing now, we have a series called The Thought of the Week. And I love it because I've been, we're going on our third or fourth week. We just started with it, and it's a bilingual post. It's in English and Spanish. And the thought of the week, el pensamiento de la semana. And what we do with that is we talk about content that we see, like on TV, I mean, theater, a Zoom play or something right now, what we have access to, right? Considering the times. And also mom and pop shops, places that need our support right now more than ever. And a cause, a foundation, something that we need to learn about and we also need to support. So what's your mom and pop shop and cause that you can share with us?
There's a wonderful place, and I hope they're still open, but they were well, actually, can I do two?
You can do as many as you want.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
for sure.
There's oh man, now all these other ones are coming.
I know it happens, right? Even better.
Cafe X,
Uh-huh.
coffee shop, and it's on El Cajon Boulevard near the college area, or it was. And they opened kind of before the pandemic, but it's a Black-owned coffee shop. And I know they moved, or they had to change locations during the pandemic, and I don't think they've reopened. And so I don't know if they're raising funds. I would hope they are, but for a new location. But Cafe X, their motto is by any means necessary, which I love.
Yeah, that's good. It's just the X. That's how it is. Cafe X, the letter X.
Yeah, okay. And it's Black women owned, and yeah, I would love to see them thrive and get into a new location. And also, there's a bar called Kava Lounge, and kind of right outside downtown. And they were about to close their doors about a week ago, but then the community started rallying together.
Oh, nice.
Try to make sure that they don't have to close for now. And I think for now they don't have to close. But Kava Lounge is it's a very small bar, but they've helped me a lot over the years. Ever since I've been performing, Kava Lounge has been there, and I've done all types of shows and events there, and hosted events there. And it's a place where you don't, a lot of the bigger bars and clubs, they expect you to have, super high bar guarantee, and they won't invite you back if the bar doesn't make $10,000 or something like that. And it's a place, it's low key where you can just, they don't care about money. I mean, I'm sure they care about money.
Yeah, but not in that sense.
Yeah, but they care more. It seems that they care more about the culture and preserving culture than trying to get top dollar and sell the absolute most drinks and things like that.
Well, if you create that, and community, the rest will follow, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that sometimes it takes a while, and you can get like a little, down. But I think it's all about moving forward and just, staying on the path.
Yeah. And can I say one more?
Of course.
Okay.
Girl.
Mutual Aid SD.
Uh-huh.
That is an organization that accepts donations from the community and then gives them out to, from what I know, mostly Black artists or just Black people who are in need, who have emergency need in the moment during this pandemic. And they've helped a lot of people. And each week they give out food at the Brown Building in Azalea Park. I think it's called Azalea Park. Every Thursday they give out free food, produce, and a lot of produce. And yeah, they're just they've been doing a lot during the pandemic, and it's all independent.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so we have Cafe X. We're going to look into what their status is. Kava Lounge, Downtown Bar, and Mutual Aid San Diego. We're going to look at their stuff and include the links on the episode description so you all can check it out and learn more about that. And a reminder that this is an ongoing list, people. It's not just me and the people that come on here. It's a team effort. So if you know of any cause, mom and pop shop, bar, lounge that needs a shout out and deserves a shout out, we're here. We are here. Cool. Anything else? Any other one that is popping up?
I'll probably think of so many when we get out. No, at the moment, no.
Cool. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Miki, for being here. The intro has of course, the intro has one of your songs. I'm gonna finish right after we wrap with another of your songs, so people can get, if they haven't already, an idea of what your sound is and how that is, which is really cool. Thank you for providing those, sharing those with us. And if people want to know, follow your stuff and what you're doing and this upcoming song that's really exciting in August, where can people find you?
Miki Vale, the MC.com. MikiValeThemc.com. And yeah. And okay. Miki Vale, the MC on all the social media platforms.
Awesome. We're going to include those links on there. And thank you so much. Anything that you would like to add? Anything that was left on the platform, or we're all good?
No, just thank you for having me. And thank you also for asking about organizations for people to support. That's really wonderful.
Yeah, I think yeah, for sure. I think it's very important with all the negative stuff that's happening out there, and with what we are going through, each and every one of us, without, just a lot of people losing their jobs, but us not, having our routine, going to the office, going out, meeting friends, meeting family, all that. I mean, we need a little positive dust, right? So we need to, and I think that the way to do that or start doing that is, first of all, sticking together. Second, multiplying the voices, right? And having platforms that do so. So I'm like, how can I help? How can I help? How can I help? So aside from doing the work, I think giving a shout out is important. So yeah. Well, thank you so much. I am looking forward to the play. I'm looking forward to the program and the company, and I'm looking forward to that song. Again, I'm a fan. And yeah, I look forward to being live somewhere and clapping, and reacting. I mean, I will continue to support the Zooms. I mean, yes, but I am looking forward to the live stuff. So
me too. And just giving people a hug.
I know, right? Yeah, not a side or an air kind of thing, or social distance stuff. But yeah. Wear your mask, people. Help.
Come on. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much. We wish you the absolute best. From
Thank
Another
you.
Zero is your home, and we will have you in the second season, hopefully, and we'll talk about more stuff, and hopefully we can do a live one this time.
Cool. I'm down for it. Thank you.
Cool. Take care, and we'll talk to each other soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait.